Hello, welcome to today's Cardano Builders check-in. This is our ninth check-in. Um, we are here to, we're a group of builders in Cardano, and we join weekly to catch up on each other. So the goal of this call is that we inform each other on what we've been doing, celebrate our wins, and keep each other accountable in terms of what we have been sharing, that our goals, and also to provide support and actionable advice for each other's projects. Um, so the format for the calls would be that initially you share a 30-second pitch of what your project is about, and then go over briefly what you have accomplished recently. So small feats or milestones. What's next in your project in terms of planning and roadmap, and what you may need help with. So this would give us a focused discussion on each project for about 10 minutes. And like I said, the goal is to help each other and to share different inputs by different people. In terms of confidentiality, it's important that we treat the content of this discussion as confidential and always ask for permission to share the information if you think that it can be useful outside of the scope of this call. So switching to examples of this format, I'm going to be sharing my screen. So the 30-second pitch, or shorter even, for Cardano for non-techs is that it's really just peer-to-peer Cardano onboarding and training Zoom sessions. So here we try to share knowledge in a user-friendly way, non-technically, so that users can learn to use Cardano on the testnet in a very simple way. The recent win for this project has been that we've been able to formalize our methods and maintain user participation. So we have a fairly stable group of 5, 6 users that are coming to our weekly sessions. In terms of next steps, we are trying to establish some partnerships with organizations that are already producing infographics and things of that sort. And also we're trying to onboard new languages to the project by speaking with natives of those, like Spanish, French, so that we can start spin-offs of this course. So it's supposed to be a very loosely structured course where people can just go over and workshop freely on the sessions. One of the pains that we've been going over is that communities where to find participants are not very well formalized. Everything's very fragmented throughout a number of Discord chats, and it's not easy as well because we are starting from Discord, not WhatsApp or newsletters or something. And so the audience here is already skilled at having a Cardano wallet or something. So we're trying to find new ways so that this type of audience can reach out to their friends who currently are, like we say, no coiners, or people that are not that involved in crypto, but to find the sweet spot of people that are receptive to come to the sessions and learn how to install a wallet and see it by doing it. And that's the example of my project for today.
I mean, the group itself is pretty big, right? The non-tax, and we already discovered that, as you pointed out, the people that attend the calls for you are already technical because they're in Discord, right? And I guess my question to you is, among the people that you want to attract next, is there anything that they share in common, or that you can further, I guess, segment the group so you can start reaching out to these people within that group better?
I'm not sure. It's really, I think in that to that question, it maybe we're like shooting in all directions too much, and we need to start aiming at university students or senior citizens or any of that sort of um, formalizing our target a bit better. So that's a great input. That especially while trying to find partners and promotion channels, we need to tailor our offer a bit better.
As far as languages go, what do you find? Because I think that is, don't want to make this about one of our projects, but what we found is obviously just like you with Cardano for non-tax, we have a service that we essentially want to offer everyone, all right,
Mm-hmm.
including languages, and it was always on the agenda. And the path to there was technically very simple. And I mentioned it as a side note at some point. Unfortunately, that led to you know the person back then in charge initiating that thing, which caused all kinds of problems, because now you also have operational problem in, well, it's not like you offer a language, you have to support everything that comes with it. It is
Mm-hmm.
essentially duplicating your project.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Because you're still formalizing your main
Mm-hmm.
content and then replicating that, right?
Yeah, well, like I said, it's supposed to be very loosely structured, the sessions and the contents. So we have a very senior person in terms of structuring content. This is joined us, James. Welcome. I'm just discussing that I'm trying to spin off out of the sessions for non-technical people. I'm going to start trying to spin it off in Spanish and in French and etc. So we have that challenge of we were just talking about the promotion channels and getting learners that are from a specific setting, but also to have to duplicate the resources or the even I just call them session notes, where it's just topics, but they go to links. I've been sharing with some Portuguese friends about crypto in general, and if I put in for some people here, if I put in one or two links in English, they already say I didn't look at that one, that's not good for me. So I really am used to that feeling of you may have great content, but you need to put it in the mother tongue of that person, otherwise it's completely going to be ignored. So yeah, we're probably my approach responding to Matthias is a bit that I'm trying to find people that are native in those other languages as well. So native French person, native Spanish person, and because the concept is like the first targets for you as a Spanish person that wants to do a spin-off is their closest friends, their curious friends, to make it like very personal and a human network of friends teaching each other. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck with that. I'm just trying to think here. Also, it's like, because I'm a native German speaker,
Yeah.
but I don't talk German about, or I don't talk in German about like anything
Hmm.
blockchain,
Yeah.
like any
Oh,
like other word. But it's pretty much true for, well, these days anyway. But even before just software
yeah. We have
engineering.
one or two connections that are German, and we've considered that as well. But just to find the person that's going to lead that spin-off is easier than to find the five learners to do it with. So yeah. But thanks for your feedback. It's really interesting,
Very cool.
and I may get back to you about that German part
All right, great.
because like you were saying, in terms of literacy of Cardano, I think the project can be helpful to mediators, to any other project, to onboard users, especially because it's a one-to-one or a one to five people live session.